Imagine an open field, surrounded by woods and marked only by a small wooden cabin in the center. This might not sound like anything special to most people, but to my family and I, it's a home away from home, a place full of fond memories and some of the earliest memories that I can recall. Every summer, me, my family, and all of our friends head up to the Catskills for a grand camping trip which we call The Fest. There's usually about 40 campers of all ages. Some are new campers and some are veterans. I've come to realize over the years that it's not what's in the field that makes it fun. It's the people you put there. This camping trip has been a tradition since 1986. My dad's here to tell you how it all started.
I got into camping through some friends when I was in high school, but my parents, hated camping and were dead set against camping, so I had to beg them to let me go hiking in Harriman State Park or Harriman State Forest, and just fell in love with it. And then I just had this dream of buying, my own piece of land and building a little cabin. So the fest started in 1986 or 87. I bought the property and I didn't build the cabin yet. And Mom and I were just dating, and we had a little fire and we were sitting in our lawn chairs. And I said, first weekend in August every year, we should just do a camp out. And at its peak, it was probably 200 people and, 4 or 5 different bands and generator and, maybe, 4 or 5 different bands, generator, and probably 200 people camping out. And then we sort of let it, got a little too big, and then we sort of let it fizzle out. For me, I think I enjoyed it, 10 or 15 years ago when it was, the bigger fest with all the music. But really, I'm enjoying this the most, to watch you have a good time with your friends and sort of experiencing it like I experienced it when I was your age. So to me, it's actually more rewarding, and I enjoy cooking for everybody. So, yeah, I think it's evolved into a great place.
It's just the experience. It's an experience that you can't get that often unless you live in the country area. I feel bad for people who live in the city because, in all honesty, they never get that experience. And I don't know, there's something about disconnecting from society that really brings a solitude to yourself. You found things to do, whether it's cutting wood for the fire that we're gonna prepare for tonight, playing card games, eating breakfast, cooking food, hanging out, just talking. We did a lot of just exploration. Just, I guess you can say, wandering. My favorite part was definitely the waterfall. Just hiking through the forest and then going down this treacherous terrain to the bottom where we found this creek. We followed it, found a watering hole, and just swimming around in that. And I would never forget that scene. It's very, it was beautiful scenery. I'll never forget it.
In Fest, there's a trophy called the Plate, which gets handed down every year to the best new camper.
Well, the Plate started, I guess, 4 or 5 years ago. So it was like a last minute sort of spur of the moment idea, and it would be, sort of the annual passing of the plate. So the best newbie camper got the plate, and then that person would have to bring it back the next year. And sort of the elders in the tribe, people who have been at Fest for many years, sort of vote on who's the next newbie. And I think there's 4 or 5 winners of it. And that's sort of taken on a life of its own, where, now, to come to Fest, you have to be sponsored. You can't just roll in. It's no longer this huge event where people just sort of roll in and say, oh yeah, Joe invited me. So it's more intimate, and it has more meaning, which is actually better. But the plate is awarded every year to the best camper, the best first timer. We call them newbies.
The plate is a tradition in the Fest. where the best quote-unquote newbie camper, beginning camper, still like me, gets an award. And the plate basically is you strive in Fest to attain the plate. If you attain the plate, it's like the highest honor. Unfortunately, I didn't get it because some other kid got it, but maybe next year.
Oh, it's a prize. It's something you strive for. But there was the trials. I remember that now. There were the trials of going through like the egg toss and the volleyball game and the sack race.
The plate holds a lot of tradition in Fest. It's kind of like a big thing for the past 5 years, and I was very honored to receive it last summer when I got it. I think my favorite part was just having everybody together. Like everyone just hang out with each other, play some sports, play some board games, tell some funny stories, you know. It's always a good time just having good friends around. And good music because everybody is a musician there, so rocking out was also cool.
Fest is always the highlight of my year. The day after it's over, I'm already excited for next summer and thinking about what we can do this time around. It's camping at its purest, a time we can all disconnect from society and from our electronics to be together in one place. It's sort of a secret getaway, a home away from home. But you know, it's just a big open field.